I spent a good chunk of my day just rotting in bed eating shrimp chips, and it took every ounce of motivation I had in me to pull myself out of there. But I'm here now. So if anything, this whole video making thing is keeping me more on task, kind of. I mean, I did spend a lot of time laying in bed today. I fully considered switching things up and knitting something different since the last thing I made was an accessory using mohair that went on my head. But then I thought, I don't want to. So I'm making a beanie using mohair. The other day I wound these two yarns into balls. So I have this sock yarn here and this mohair, and the pattern calls for a DK weight yarn. So I figured these held together should equal that. But just in case, I ended up knitting up a swatch for it. And I also wanted to see what it would look like because I couldn't visualize what the finished fabric of it would look like. And it's so pretty. I am so excited. This actually makes me want a scarf or something in this. But anyway, made a swatch just in case to make sure I got gauge. So it's all looking good. And I actually got to try a new technique where I cast it on in the tubular. I did a tubular cast on and tubular bind off. So that was fun to learn. But yeah, the plan for today is basically to just start knitting this hat. So should be a pretty chill, nice time of me knitting. I finally finished the main part of the beanie. This is the part that's going to be folded over. The original pattern called for it to be just folded twice, but she did say you could do a double fold. It would just take more yarn. And I only had one skein or skein. I still don't know how to freaking say that word. I've looked it up, I've listened to it, and then it just leaves my brain. But I only have one skein of this one, the hand-dyed yarn. So I was a bit worried, but I mean, as you can see, there's plenty left. So I think it'll be totally fine. I just think that the double fold looks so much more finished and complete, more professional. And I just generally like the look of it more. So I'm very happy that I decided to go with that. Because for a minute I was thinking, oh, I'll just do one fold. But no, this is much better. Don't mind my dog barking in the background. Now, all that's left to do is the decreases to form the top of the hat, and then it's done. But I learned my lesson from last time, and I have tried it on, and I'm going to do one final try on now that it's double folded to make sure it actually fits correctly. Granted, last one was just mohair. Last one meaning the balaclava I made in my last video. This has wool in it, and I know wool stretches a lot more than mohair. Or at least now I know that. But it does have a single strand of mohair with it, so I don't know. I just want to make sure it fits decently before blocking this time and not just, trusting that it'll all work out. Oh, I'm so scared. Don't rip off the needles, please. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I can only slightly see myself because I'm looking in the viewfinder, but this is going to be so freaking cute. Okay, and I think this is the right length. It's not, I don't know, do I want it to cover my ears? I have a little bun back there, so I can't really pull it down all the way, but I think the increases will make it a little longer, so. Oh my God, it's gonna be so cute. It actually looks kind of pretty with this brown. I think because it's such a pop of color, having it with a simple outfit will look very cute. I'm so excited. It's such a bummer that I'm not gonna be able to wear this until the end of the year, but you know, whatever. Oh my God, so cute. And it fits. I think after blocking, it'll obviously be a little bit looser, so then it'll be like perfect fit. But even if this was just gonna be the final product, I feel like this fits fine too. So yay, we're not gonna have an issue where it's like way too tight on me. Also, I will say this isn't itchy at all. I don't know if it's only because I use a single strand of mohair or if this mohair, my skin just doesn't react too much. Although I will say with the balaclava, the only part that was itchy was the part that was around my neck, not any of this, or at least it was on my ears, not my forehead, but so maybe that's it, but it feels nice. It feels warm. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm definitely good to go on starting the decreases now. I think that is the perfect length, the perfect fit. And now I just gotta finish off the top of the hat. But I am actually gonna leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger for a moment because I've been wanting to address what's going on this wall behind me. So I'll finish this right after that. It's probably not gonna take me long at all. I feel like the longest part is like the boring part that's just ribbing in the round. There's a lot of empty space. I have 2 prints up right now. And what I want to do is create like crochet wall art and frame it. So I have a frame I have in mind, and I think I'm just going to measure the dimensions of that and do some like pretty straightforward, like lacy looking crochet in different colors, maybe 2 or 3 colors, and maybe have the yarn be different textures. I'm still unsure if I want to do that, but yeah, do that to the dimensions of the frame I want to use, frame it and hang it up, and I think it'll make a big difference in the fact that this just seems like off, like empty. The other thing is I used to have a like boho shelf thing that I thought was really ugly and I didn't like it, so I took it down. But to hold up that shelf were these 2 white hooks, and I just left them up there, and I macrameed like a plant hanging thing, so there is a plant there, but the other hook is just empty, and I think it looks stupid to have it there, so I'm going to take off the hook too. And then I think the wall will be a good wall. So yeah, I'm going to figure out what colors, what yarn I want to use for the wall art, and then yeah, finish that and finish the beanie, and then that's it. I haven't finished the wall art because I realized there was not going to be a chance of me finishing both that and the beanie in time for this video. Side note, there have been wild animals living in the walls and ceilings of this house. So I've been a little too stressed out to focus on fiber arts. It's honestly what I deserve because I have low-key been making jokes about the fact that people in major cities have to deal with rats. So this is my karma. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Please get out of my ceiling. Anyways, here is an update on the crochet wall art. I was originally going to go with a more lacy stitch, but then I realized that if it wasn't more opaque, you would be able to see the background in the frame, and I didn't want to even have to deal with that, so I went with this instead. I'm still unsure of how I feel about it, but I'm committed to it at this point, so I'm just going to go with it and finish it. Yeah, but I think the color scheme is good for what I've got going on that wall so far. Now what we've all been waiting for, the beanie. It is so pretty. I'm in love with it. I think this might be the first thing I've ever made that I wouldn't make any changes to. Like, it's perfect the way that it is. It's really lightweight, but it's still very warm. It's definitely better than any other store-bought hat I've bought. So I am going to wear this constantly in the winter time. I'm so excited. And the color is so pretty. I only used up half of the sock yarn, and I thought I was going to use it the whole thing. But yeah, I still have a ton left, and I have a whole other ball of mohair and a little bit left from the project. So I feel like I need to make something else with it because I just love the way that this looks knitted up. I've never made mittens before, so maybe mittens will be in my future. That could be fun. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, I will be back here again this time next week, so stick around. And yeah, I'm gonna go and finish this probably. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.